So in terms of industry and thesis, I'm not a big fan of marketplaces. I'll be honest with you.
Too hard to crack.
Too hard to crack. You need an insane amount of revenue, insane amount of scale. Sorry, to like make that work. I was gonna
say you need to build demand and supply at the same time.
So hard.
I would never recommend someone do a marketplace business.
Yeah, ironically, I do run one with Triple Pocket Jobs, and it's very difficult.
Yeah.
And then I'm not a big fan of social products. I'll be honest with you. Another super hard one.
That's one of my niches.
Social. It's so hard though.
Yeah, but
how many social products have worked in the last like however many years? Like I might be for it.
Nikita Beer has sold like 3.
Yeah, but apart from him.
Okay.
And when I say work, I mean in the sense that like he bootstrapped all those, by the way. So how many of those have reached like, you know, worked in terms of like gone public or exited for a giant amount?
Gumroad is a marketplace business and that's done really well.
Yeah, Gumroad has done well. But Gumroad, he actually bought out his investors because it wasn't giving them VC returns after like a certain amount of time. So he bootstrapped it, bought back the ownership. Yeah, it's just very difficult. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying I want to give the odds.
Unicorn.
I'm trying to give myself the higher odds of success in it. So I like B2B. I like SaaS. I like AI. I like those things.
Life sciences.
Yeah,
anything
I like boring
biotech.
deep tech. I'll be honest with you. This is the thing that is very, very dread, and I probably will back some companies doing stuff like this, but a lot of Black founders, we do tend to work in stuff to do with like either like B2C consumer, skincare, hair, which makes sense because obviously
it's
addressing gaps in the market. Yeah. But it's like I've had 2 or 3 people doing the exact same idea come to me, and I'm like,
we need to join forces.
Yeah, I need to join forces, or somebody needs to demonstrate that they are well ahead by showing like, oh, I've got this amount of revenue, kind of thing.
Dating app. What about dating apps?
No, I'm not for that either. Because to be honest, you know how competitive it is that Tinder basically buys up every single dating app.
But there you go. You got an exit plan.
I know, but sometimes they also crush you. So there's the app Muzmatch, which basically is a dating app for Muslims. I think they've had to rebrand to just Muz because Match.com, which owns Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, sued them to oblivion because you can't use the word match in the thing. So it's a very cutthroat space. Do you know what I'm saying? And D2C, no. Is an e-commerce? No, not really.
Fair.
Very difficult because I think with D2C, it's like you rely so much on the distribution on like Facebook and Instagram, and if those numbers don't add up, so let's say it's now costing you $10 to acquire a customer, all of a sudden now you're not profitable. You know what I mean? So D2C is too difficult.
How do you suppose someone that's going for like a deep tech solution, something that requires a lot of R&D, generate revenue?
That's probably where I would be like, I understand why you haven't generated revenue yet, because you're working on something that is like very technically challenging, and that itself is an innovation that will be thing. But most of us are not doing that. Most of us are building on existing technologies, building SaaS on existing platforms and whatever. Maybe even using no-code tools. You can find some way to make money.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that all the stuff that I said doesn't mean I'm against any of the other stuff that I said I don't like. If you come with a pitch that's great, I might still might do it. And also, to be fair, there are other scouts in the program.
Yeah.
So they might like it. So it's not just me in it. You get what I'm saying? There's 10 other scouts. There's actually also the main VC firm, Zeal. So if you want to pitch to them, you can too. I'm just saying from my perspective, this is what I'm trying to do basically.
That's really interesting.